Good evening everyone, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to Shanghai in China. We are eventually allowed back to China after all this time. And as you can see, we got 26 laps of China today. There is the track itself. Lovely big track. Looks like a cartoon character or a ski jumper maybe. Skis at the bottom, arms and the head. But yeah, 14 turns, 3.38 mile road course. And there is the qualifying results. Vettel in first, Bottas in second, Leclerc in third, and Hamilton in fourth. Good note to know that Bottas has qualified on pole the last 3 races. We are on the 4th race of the season. Vettel finally gets a pole position. Now this track we know is a hard track to overtake on, so I can't imagine if whoever gets in front at the start of this race will probably go on to win. Latifi, Ocon, Gasly and Ricciardo at the back of the grid. There's the table just bottom right hand corner of your screen for you. I should press continue while I'm talking. As you can see, Hamilton is leading with Bottas in second, Leclerc in third and Vettel in fourth. So it's a Ferrari Mercedes top 4 with Mercedes currently on top of the Constructors' Championship as well. So let's go track side and get a glimpse of the nice Ferrari number 5 Vettel, who is on pole position.
Drivers, start your engines!
So, never heard Formula 1 cars start like that before. Very interesting as the pace car comes round, leading these guys on a courtesy pace lap around the track to get this race underway eventually. And we will start with Vettel on the pole. A few drivers go wide there. Done that before, so here we go. We're going to have a green. There is the green. We are off, and we're starting the Shanghai Formula 1 Championship round 4. It looks like Vettel has gone into a lovely early lead there. As it looks like the Leclerc's trying to overtake Bottas. Hamilton in 4th, and we've got a Red Bull behind them. Looks like we're going to have a Mercedes, Ferrari Mercedes top 4 here, Red Bull, and there's a racing point car in there as well. McLaren down there in 6th. Great start from Vettel from the pole. We'll move the table, you don't want to see that anymore. What a start from Vettel. Behind him we've got Bottas in 2nd, Leclerc in 3rd, and then Hamilton in 4th, and that is Verstappen down in 5th. We've got Perez in 6th place, fantastic, and then obviously you've got Sainz in 7th place. Brilliant start from the boys, and here we are with the leader, Sebastian Vettel, who is leading in 1st place from pole position. Fantastic, great start from the German. Can he continue this race? We know that this track is hard to overtake on as they come down the long back straight, and you hear the sound of that Formula 1 engine go flying by. Hello Brian, how are you again? And here we go as they come around to the hairpin to go down towards the pit straight and the start finish line. What times will they start setting? So Vettel leading this race. Let's go to the back, and there we have at the back Gasly, the back of the grid by the looks of things. There is Latifi, and obviously that will change. He's in 19th. In 18th place we have Norris in the McLaren, not a very good start for him. Down in 17th we have Ocon and the Renault, Ricardo in 16th in that other Renault. Now we have a Red Bull in 15th place, that is pretty poor for a Red Bull. Down in 15th is Albon. There we have the Haas of Kevin Magnussen in 14th. Racing Point Stroll up into 13th place. There we have the Williams of George Russell in 12th. The AlphaTauri of Kvyat is in 11th. There we have Gio Navazzi in 10th place in the Alfa Romeo. Just in front of him is Grosjean in that Haas in 9th. And there is Raikkonen in 8th position in the Alfa Romeo. There's another McLaren, but in 7th, and it's Carlos Sainz. Perez Racing Point in 6th place. There we have a Red Bull in 15th. That is Max Verstappen doing a lot better than his counterpart. Lewis Hamilton down in 4th, going off into the sand. Very, very, very wide there. And there is the Ferrari of Leclerc down in 3rd. Bottas in 2nd, 2 seconds behind the Ferrari of Vettel. And there is the leader, Sebastian Vettel, as we come back round to the hairpin. Vettel very, very far ahead. And let's go to the spectator cam, as you can see a better view of the cars as they come down towards that front straight to restart lap 3 of this 26 lap race at Shanghai for the Formula 1 World Championship. What is the distance between him and Bottas? It's 2:30 now, 2.30. Can Bottas catch that prancing horse at the front of the grid? It's going to be very, very hard. It's a bad track to overtake on, and there's a Leclerc is looking like he's catching the Mercedes car of Bottas. Look behind. Let's go to Bottas's car and see what is going on there. Can Leclerc catch him? Can we have a 1-2 Ferrari at Shanghai maybe? Bottas keeping Leclerc at bay. Vettel well ahead now, doesn't go off into the sand. He does again. They're all going very wide there. Maybe they will change their tyres in the pits. Maybe there's a bit of oil down there or something that's making them slip. But they go down to this long back straight, hitting speeds of 170, 180, 183, 185. 190 miles per hour down that back straight that Ferrari was going. Now that is what you call a prancing horse. Fantastic driving from the Ferrari there. There's Red Bull's Max Verstappen, and then we come to the Racing Point car of that is Perez, and then we've got Carlos Sainz, Kimi Raikkonen, and we have Grosjean, who nearly goes wide, and he does go wide with Giovinazzi. Giovinazzi takes over. There is the Williams. There's another Racing Point. And now we are coming to the back of the grid. Fantastic racing there. Back to Vettel, who is leading this race. What a great race. Hello, the guy. Hello this evening. I hope you're well and hope you're prepared for a Formula 1 race of epic proportions. We seem to be dropping frames on OBS though, which is a bit odd, but I'm going to ignore it for now, as we have a red car on the front of the grid. Makes the changes. Mercedes have won all 3 races this season so far. Hamilton twice, Bottas in the last race. Will we have a red finish today? We will go on board with Vettel when we start the next lap, which will be lap 5. and see what it's like in that Ferrari going around this big track at Shanghai. It doesn't go wide there, which makes a nice change for the Ferrari driver. Seems to be going wide quite a lot, and I think there is a bit of oil down there. We will go on board as soon as they go past the start-finish line. Oh, he goes wide there as well, Vettel. So he's losing time, as you can see above. He is losing time. Will he gain some time as we go into the cockpit? What a drive from Vettel there. So let's go back through the grid and see what is going on. So there is Bottas in second, Leclerc in third place. Then we have Hamilton in fourth. He started on fourth, he stays in fourth. Verstappen in fifth. Massive gap between him and Racing Point's Perez. Just coming over the start and finish line in sixth. Then we have seventh of Carlos Sainz. Then we have Giovinazzi in 8th place now in that Alfa Romeo. Fantastic run from him today. It will all go down to pits, I'm sure. Then we have Grosjean, Kvyat, Russell, Magnussen in 12th. Then we have Albon, Stroll, Ricciardo, Ocon, Norris, Tiffy, Gasly, and obviously the pace car now. Raikkonen's racing in 20th. I'm sure he has been into the pits. That is why he is so far back. Let's go to the official standings just to take a look. As you can see, there's the official standings now. Vettel is in the lead. He is 41 seconds in front of Gasly. Now Raikkonen hasn't completed his lap yet, so we don't know what time he is committing to that lap time yet, but we will find out very shortly. It looks like he's been in the pits for issues. How many pit stops we'll have today, I don't know. But at the moment it's Vettel, Bottas and Leclerc on the podium. Vettel leading the fastest lap as well with a 1:57.989. Fantastic from him. Brilliant run from Vettel. Will we get a Ferrari win today? It would be lovely to see. Let's hope it happens. We've had too much of Mercedes winning this season. We want to see someone else on that first spot on the podium as Vettel comes around. Let's change to a different camera. This camera is from the helicopter cam. No, sorry, I am been told in my ear that is wrong. It's not the helicopter cam, it's from the blimp. This is the blimp camera. So this is Vettel in the lead. Not much is going on behind Bottas. So there's not much going on in regards to fighting for places. As you can see, it could be a... well, what could you say? I suppose it could be a Bottas Leclerc fight at some stage. Doubt that's going to happen. Leclerc is what? He's not that far behind. What you say, 60, 70 seconds behind, 70 milliseconds behind Bottas. So it is doable. Vettel is 4 seconds in front of second place. Bottas is way in front of second place as Vettel goes wide again. Absolutely crazy from Vettel. Must be sliding about round there. We have the Piston Cup tomorrow night. Don't forget the Piston Cup. We are at Iowa for a short track race. That last year was epic last season. What a race that was. Thoroughly enjoyed that and hope that it's just as good tomorrow night. 9:30 PM start for that one, UK time, as the boys come round the hairpin. There's Bottas, there's Leclerc and Hamilton just behind. I do believe this race will go down to pit stops and who can move the fastest in the pits. So with Raikkonen at the back of the grid. He is timed at 1:26, so he's over a minute behind Vettel, which is very poor from Raikkonen. Had to go in the pits, I'm afraid. And then we come to 19th place Gasly, who is in that AlphaTauri car. And we've got Latifi there in the Williams rocket car in 18th. There's the pace car, you don't want to see that. There is Lando Norris in 17th. Now he's catching up with Ocon in 16th place in that Renault. There seems to be a lot of action going on the back. Cars are very close. Both Renaults in 15th and 16th place. We have Stroll in 14th as looks like Ricciardo's about to try and overtake the Racing Point car. Will he have enough juice in him to go for it? I don't think he's got the minerals. We'll keep an eye on that. Maybe Ricciardo looking for 14th spot as they come down to the hairpin. We have a Red Bull of Auburn now in 13th place, has moved up the grid in front of that Racing Point car. We have a Haas of Kevin Magnussen down there in 12th. In front of him is George Russell. The Brit is in 11th place now, looking for points today, of course. There is the other AlphaTauri in 10th place, 10 places or 9 places in front of his teammate. Grosjean in 9th place. There is the other Alfa Romeo who's doing a lot better than Raikkonen down in 8th. Gio Navazzi having a fantastic race so far, except for that little off-track off-road driving there. There is the other Racing Point car, the car of Sergio Perez in 6th place. There we have Carlos Sainz, who is in 6th, sorry, and it'll be Perez who's in 7th. They've overtaken each other as they since they went over the start-finish line. There's Verstappen in 5th in that beautiful Red Bull. Hamilton down in 4th, who's leading the championship at the moment. Then we have Leclerc and Bottas fighting it out for 2nd place by the looks of things. And there you go, look, we got a nice close race going on for 2nd. I can't imagine they're going to catch 1st, but it could all come down to pits. I have watched the videos, Brian. Yeah, they're very good. I don't get notifications on Discord anymore. I don't know what I've pressed, but I have to go into it now to see the messages, so I don't know what's going on there. Very odd. And yeah, I am thinking about doing a special what if the 2020 cars were at Le Mans. What do you think? Do you think that's a good idea? It looks like we have Leclerc chasing down. Yes, we do, yes. We have Leclerc chasing down that Mercedes car of Bottas, and there is Vettel way out in the lead, 4.45 seconds in fact in front of that Mercedes car. Massive distance, very fast. Will they go in the pits on this lap? I've only watched one video so far, Brian. As I said, I don't get the notifications anymore. Don't know why. Very odd. Will we have a pit stop now from Vettel? No, he is continuing on. Will anyone else pit on lap 9, or will they go round again and continue? Will we have a halfway point pit stop on lap 13 maybe? As the cars are not bunching up like I thought. Here we are at the back. Anything exciting going on at the back? Not that I can see. We have a Renault going off. Oh, we nearly had a crash there between. That was Lando Norris and the Renault of Ocon, and they're still fighting out as they come down the straight now. They are going, what, 160, 170 miles an hour down this back straight. Who will come out on tops? It looks like it's going to be the Renault, or will the McLaren have the inside edge? The McLaren has the inside as the Renault goes wide. Lando Norris now goes into 16th spot. Fantastic. And he goes in to the pits, the first of a pitter today. The first one to go in is George Russell in 11th place. I thought I saw a yellow flag then, but I didn't. That is Kayat. There's Grosjean. Giovinazzi still in 8th place. Perez in 7th. Sainz in 6th. These two are fighting out for 7th and 6th place. There is Verstappen in 5th going wide. Hamilton in 4th. Not having a good race today. Again, it could go down to who comes out of the pit stops the fastest. Now, I think Vettel will go in this time round. I'm almost certain he will. As we have seen McLaren go in. Is the old Monza in NR2000? Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah, I think I've got it. I think it's on the schedule. I can't remember. I'm sure it's on the schedule. Let's have a look. Is it on the schedule? Yes, it is. It is on the schedule. Italy. I'm sure I'm using it in the Italy round of the Formula 1 World Championship. So is anyone else going in the pits? These top boys aren't. There is the McLaren. Maybe there's an issue with that car. I just saw someone else go in the pits as well. We are more concerned with who is going in the pits at the front, really. As we come round to these boys, there is a Red Bull. That is Verstappen. He has gone into the pits. There's Norris down in 20th now, who will be overlapped by the front runners. Back to Vettel, who's coming down to the hairpin. He is having the drive of his career today. Could be the first win of the season. He's 4.62 seconds in front of Bottas. Bottas wanted his second win of the season today, but I doubt he's going to get it. We are on lap 11 though, a long way to go, and we still have some pit stops to attain, and that could change everything. Vettel keeps going wide. Not all the cars are going wide. It's only certain ones that are, but sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't. But he's gone wide the last couple of laps. Starting to worry about that grip on the tyres there. Maybe he will come in this lap and get some new tread. Because I can't imagine them tyres are going to last any longer here at Shanghai. Such a long track. Well-used tyres go very, very quickly. As he comes to the hairpin before the pit stop, will he go in? It looks like he's on the right side of the road, and we have a pit stop. We have a pit stop. Is anyone else going in? Yes, Bottas goes in as well, and so we have the pit stops are commencing. Let's take a look and see who gets out first. Whoever gets out first is going to be in major contention to win this race. I can tell you that now as one of the plans flies past. That'll probably be Carlos Sainz, I believe, or maybe Lando Norris. So as the Ferrari side slides across the pit stop there, look at that, lovely sliding. We have all top 4 cars in the pits now. Who will get out first? Will it be a Mercedes or will it be a Ferrari? Let's have a look. Who's going to go first? Oh, it's excited. It's excited. It's going to be a Mercedes. It's going to be a Mercedes. I know it. What's going on? Are they having fuel? I guess they're having fuel. Or are they retiring? Have they just had enough? And that's it. They are... hello? You know, usually, guys, you do like 13-second pit stops. You know, 3-second pit stops sometimes. I'm sure the world record's a 3-second pit stop. What's going on? Oh, there you go. Vettel out first. Oh, and there it is. That is Bottas, Leclerc and Hamilton all out together. Absolutely brilliant. No issue there at all from all 4 cars. That wasn't a 7-second pit stop at all. That was more like a 30-second pit stop. Perhaps they've had to slow down in Formula 1 these days, maybe. Maybe they're all getting old in the pit stop. But Vettel takes the lead from pit lane. Bottas in second. Leclerc very close behind though. And so is Hamilton there. But it is more concerning to see that Leclerc is hot on the tail of Bottas. But does he have the speed in that car to catch that Mercedes? That Mercedes is very quick, straight line speed. That pit stop was very, very tense. And it was very long, Brian, but it was tense. I was like, who's going to get out first? Whoever gets out first is probably going to go on to win this race. Or unless they're going to have more pit stops, lap 20 maybe, which will be even more tense. Wow, what a drive that was. Lap 22 pit stops, I'll bet. Yeah, I bet you as well. I agree with that. I think it'll be lap 22. They did it at lap 11, so it'll be lap 22, won't it? Of course it will. And that'll be the tensest pit stop you'll see. But saying that, Vettel is way out front, so maybe it won't be. He'll hit the pit stop first. It looks like Bottas is having issues. He's slowed down quite a lot there. It looks like he may have sped up a bit now, but it just looked like he was slowing up there. Maybe there's an issue with that car, with that Mercedes. Maybe he'll go back in the pits. We're watching second place Bottas at the moment, whose car was looking like it was having issues, but maybe not. Maybe I just saw things, or maybe I was just hoping. I don't know. I'd rather him be okay than Hamilton. I don't rate Hamilton at all in Formula 1. Unfortunately, Bottas, you went wide. So did. Well, you're all right. Okay, you're all going wide. Fair enough. You're all like going playing in the sand. As we go down the long straight. I love this straight at Shanghai. If you ever played Formula 1, the actual racing day, Formula 1 2020, whatever it is, 2019, it is epic. Going down this straight is so far. It just doesn't last long enough. That's the problem. Maybe I should put these cars on the Le Mans circuit down that back straight. Wow, that'd be quick. So we are with Bottas. Doesn't seem to be having problems, but he's not going in the pit, so I think that car is pretty okay. There is the Ferrari of Vettel, who's at the back. So we have in 20th place, we have Gasly, Latifi in that Williams is in 19th, there's Ocon in 18th now, very bad from him. Lando Norris is up to 17th, Ricardo down in 60th, Magnussen in 50th from that Haas car. Racing points, Lance Stroll in 14th, Grosjean in 13th, George Russell in he is in 12th place. Now we have Kayat in 11th from that AlphaTauri, and we have Giovinazzi now in 10th. Now he was in 8th before the pit stop, so pit stops have slowed him down. There's Albon now up to 9th place. He's having a good run. He was way at the back. He has got now into the points. Should have followed him. Would have been interesting to see that. Perez in 8th place. Raikkonen now is in 7th place. That man pitted before anyone else, and now he's up to 7th. What a tactical decision that was. Obviously he pitted for issues, but it's made up for the fact he's now in 7th place. Fantastic. Maybe the Alfa Romeos will get both cars in the points today as Carlos Sainz in that orange McLaren. I hate the fact that McLaren's gone orange, but they have stuck by it. Verstappen in 5th in the Red Bull. Lewis Hamilton going wide in 4th place still. And there is Leclerc in 3rd, Bottas in 2nd. And there is Vettel up in 1st place. Very, very well ahead of 2nd place. Bottas 5:06 last lap. As Bottas, Leclerc and Hamilton come down. Now we have a sandwich opportunity here. Bottas could slow up that Ferrari to let Hamilton pass, but then Bottas will have a struggle to keep Hamilton at bay. You know, Hamilton has the fastest of either car. There's the other Ferrari in 3rd place, that is Leclerc, doing well in the championship. There is the table for you if you missed it earlier. That's the current points table. Hamilton top, Bottas in 2nd, Leclerc in 3rd, doing very well. Those all top 4 drivers in this race. There is Vettel in the lead, doing very well. I guess he'll probably go on to win this race, but again, it could go down to the last pit stops. It will happen. Just good to know, good knowledge that Mercedes are actually top of the Constructors' Championship, with Ferrari in 2nd. If Vettel goes on to win this, it will give him a nice comfortable 52 points, which will probably put him 3rd maybe if Bottas stays where he is. So a nice win for Vettel. But again, we now, once we go towards lap 16, we'll have 10 laps to go. And that could all change within a whisper of a pit stop. He's now 6.45 seconds in front. He is literally banging the laps out now. He still has the fastest lap, 1:57.749. No one can catch him. Unbelievable racing from him. Really, really well done. There is Raikkonen in 8th. Now he's back in the pits as the Ferraris go by, incredibly. And there's Gasly in 10th. Latifi, Ocon in 18th in that Renault. There is Lando Norris in 17th place. There is the Renault of Ricardo, having a bad season in that Renault. There's the nice black and white Haas car. Love that car of Magnussen. There's the pink Racing Point car of Stroll. You can't miss that. You can see that thing from space. There's another Haas car of Grosjean, number 8. 63 of George Russell, the Brit, in 12th. There's the AlphaTauri of Kayat, number 26 in 11th place. 99 Giovinazzi in the points of that Alfa Romeo will be very, very happy. Is anyone else going off the track in that spot? I believe so, but not everyone. I have seen people miss it. There's Perez in 7th, Sainz in 6th place. So let's watch these two as they come around. There's Sainz. He's got a massive gap between him and Perez now. Look at that. Very, very, very big gap. And we'll watch this McLaren fly around very, very fast this year. So that McLaren went off there, as you saw. Let's see if the racing point goes. Yep, the racing point goes as well. Oh, and the Red Bull's going off there. That is Auburn in 8th place. Will he go off as well? Let's have a look. I'm just seeing for Brian to see if every car's going off at that point, because they weren't. I've definitely seen cars make it around there. Oh, no, there Auburn goes as well. Will the Alfa Romeo survive the corner, the turn? Oh, very, very clean, Gianavazzi. Very clean. Very well done. And the George... Oh, no, you're off. And you're off. And you're off. So not all the cars are going. Look, only some of them. Only some of them are going. And look at this. We have a bit of a race on our hands here. We have Grosjean and Lando Norris fighting it out for maybe... Well, we'll have to see when they go over the see where these boys are, because one is in 12th and one is in 16th place. But they are fighting out the back here for positioning, looking to gain points. They need points to get on board for themselves and constructors. It looks like McLaren's going in the pits. No, it's not. So what position are they in? Lando Norris is 16th. So they look, they go 15th for Grosjean and Lando Norris is 16th. Okay, that's good. At least we know now. At least we know. So as we go through the grid, there's Racing Point, Stroll in 12th, George Russell in Kvyat now in 10th place. Fantastic from him. Gianavazzi moves up to 9th. Auburn in 8th. Raikkonen's still in the pits, so there's definitely issues with that car. Perez, that'd be his third pit stop. Perez in 7th. Carlos Sainz in 6th, going off into the mud, into the dust. There is Lewis Hamilton still in 4th. Leclerc running in 3rd still, as is Bottas in 2nd. And we're back to the front runner of Sebastian Vettel, who's leading this race. But it has been cut down to 4.83, so Bottas is either catching or Vettel is slowing down maybe. Just to note, next week's Formula 1 race is in Holland. Edgar will be very happy. We are in Holland next Sunday, 9 PM for the 5th round of the Formula 1 World Championship. Formula 1 comes back to Holland. So I think it's at the Zandvoort Raceway or Speedway or Racetrack, whatever you want to call it. As Vettel goes on to start lap 19, heading towards further pits maybe. Bottas in 2nd place now. Let's go to the official stand and see if Raikkonen has pulled out of this race. Note he's still in the pit stops. He's in the pit lane, sorry. He's 3 laps behind. So in my eyes, I would retire if it was me, but I give up easily. So maybe that's probably why I don't actually really take part in competitions. Bottas in second there, Leclerc in third. Leclerc is 6 seconds behind the leader. Hamilton is 9 seconds. And look at 5th place, Verstappen, 17 seconds behind the leader. So far away from catching the leader. It's literally impossible. In 17th place, it's like over a minute. So there's some shocking times going on there from behind this leader, the German Sebastian Vettel, who's been leading from pole position. And do I say it, but will the pit stops mess this lead up maybe? No cautions as of yet in this race, so I've not had to use the old yellow flag. We'll be feeling very left out, I'm sure, as we come down that lovely back straight towards the start of lap 20. Will Vettel go in the pits in this lap? Will he continue around? I think he is going to continue around. He is. I think Brian has called this very well. I think we will see pit stops on lap 22, which would be shocking if it all goes wrong. We have 2 cars in the pit lane. Raikkonen's still in there. Will now be 4 laps down. Suicidal, I would call that. Very suicidal. Vettel starting lap 20. Will he go in on lap 21 or lap 22? That's the question. So just making sure nothing else is going on around the track, but everyone seems to be wide apart and sort of settled into position. Again, it will be pit stopping. It will probably change all that, especially the back markers, especially them guys behind the front 4 here. The front 4 seem to have pit stops down to a T, but mistakes happen, things change. Could it be now that this man here of the Ferrari team, Vettel, goes into the pit stop? Everyone will follow him, of course. Bottas, Leclerc and Hamilton. Or will he go in his own, and will others continue to go on around this track? It would be very, very odd if they do, as they all went in the first time round. As we come round, let's see what happens. Vettel continues. He continues into lap 21, not pitting. Has he given himself enough to not pit again? Will these boys continue without re-pitting? Raikkonen is still in the pit stop there. Looks like he's with one of the McLarens. Let's take a look and have a look. There you go. So it looks like Norris and Albon are there with him as well, because they're all 3 laps behind, which is pretty sad, really. Let's find Norris. So Norris is in the pits as well. And we have the number 7 of Raikkonen. He's back out on the track. Fantastic, finally. And where is Albon? So Albon is in the pit stops as well. So very, very, very bad. I am the number 1 car, obviously, but I'm not racing, which is lucky, because I beat them all. No, I'm joking. Let's go back to Vettel. We want to see when he is going to pit. How fast is Vettel going down this back straight now? Is he making any more effort to go faster? Let's take a look. 170 halfway. 180. Oh, look at that. 190. Wow. Very, very fast from Vettel down there. Will he now go into the pits? I'm sure he will. Or will he have enough to continue this race without needing another pit stop? Nope. He goes in. He goes into the pits. Let's go to pit lane and watch what occurs, as it looks like Bottas has followed him. So has Leclerc and Hamilton, all following him in to the pits. Vettel has the advantage. He is at the front. He will go in first and start his pit stop. But this is going to be a tense moment, guys. Tense moment about to happen as you watch the car's wheels sliding. Very, very clever how that happens. They must have magnets there. Look, wow, how clever is that these days? Technology. As Bottas comes in. No tyres by the looks of things on either of them cars. No one is being put up in the air. Wow, so what, are they just having fuel? Are they just having gas put in them cars? Who's going to get out first? This is so tense. Can't believe what's going to happen. Who's going to get out first? Come on, I'm excited. This is it. This is it. Who's going to get out? Someone, move, do something. Bottas is at an angle. It's like he's going to just jump ahead. Who's this coming past? There's a back marker. Oh, come on. This is like the slowest pit stop in the history of the world. Hello? Anybody there? Have they got out and gone home? Are they having a drink? What's going on? It's like I should have timed this. This could got to be the longest record ever for a Formula 1 pit stop. Hello? I think you're about to be lapped, guys. Wow, this is a long pit stop. What's going on? Anyone? Okie dokie then. So, nothing's happening. The cars have just stopped. There's no engines. What's going on? Right, guys, has something gone on? What's going on? Help. What's going on? They've just all stopped. It's like they're on strike. It's like we're not racing anymore. This is brilliant. You could not put money on this. Oh my god. This is just weird. No way. What's happened? Albon's out of a tyre. They think the race is over. I think they do. Who's this coming past? Is he about to take over the lead? No. There's RICARD. He's still cracking on. Vettel's still... You cannot put money on this. The Tiffy's still out. Oh, we've still got some boys out, which is nice. Please tell me they're not going to go in. We're going to go in. No. So are we ending this race then, like this? I suppose we could. We're not using the point system we're not using the point system, the NASCAR point system. We're doing our own point system. This is proper weird. Proper weirded out, guys. What is going on? How weird is this? So I think the race is over. I think Vettel won. Kayat definitely didn't win. There's Raikkonen, 2 laps behind. Oh. We have a Red Bull. We have a Red Bull. That is Verstappen. Oh, that gives me hope. Does that mean these boys are going to start moving? That gave me a lot of hope then, look. Look at this. Verstappen was in as well. He was in for a long time, but so was everyone else. Raikkonen was in for a long time. A lot of the cars are in for a long time. So is that a fault? See, look, here we go. Sergio Perez coming out. Verstappen, Perez. This is interesting. Will these guys... This is hilarious. You can't beat live TV, can you? When things go wrong, things go wrong. They've all gone on strike. They've had enough. They are not interested at all. The engines are gone. Oh, oh, oh. Someone else is moving. Okie dokie then. Perhaps this track doesn't have anything more than 21 laps. Must have had a meeting. I think they've had a... Oh, 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 look! Vettel's moving. Vettel is moving. He's now having tyres. Jesus Christ. What the hell has happened? Yay! Vettel's out. So... What the hell has... looks like Bottas crashed. Whoa! So, what does that mean? Vettel's still third, funnily enough. This is brilliant. This is like the best thing ever. This is just weird. I want to know who's leading this race. Who is that? That is Lando Norris. We want the 63 and 26 car. Look for them. Where are they? They're in there. So there is 55. 26 is in. George Russell is in. So, Vettel will go past, I'm sure. I think they had a meeting. I think they went on strike a little bit. I really do. That was like mental. That's like... I'm sorry everyone, I can't stop laughing at that. That's just made my day. That's the best thing ever to happen in this game. They just all like stopped. They're like, right, I need to stretch my legs, boys. So guess what Brian will be doing later, everyone? He'll be testing this track. Put it on 50%, Brian. 50%, my son. Jesus. What the hell happened there? That's something to tell the grandkids, isn't it? Well. So, will these boys now get into the lead, or do we have George Russell and a McLaren in the lead? I'm actually sweating from that. Literally dripping with sweat. That was crazy, crazy stuff. What's going to happen as they go over the start-finish line? Will difference? They're 4 minutes behind. Oh my god. 4 minutes behind. They're on lap 23. So these guys must be George Russell and Kayat must be in the lead still then. So there's definitely an issue with this track somewhere, isn't there? How weird. Very, very strange. I feel like I need to watch George Russell. See what's going on with him. Sorry, not George Russell. Kayat. Because I'm worried that he's going to win this race now. This is proper weird, isn't it? I wonder why that was. I think it's because I played the I file. Or do you think it's just the track? I'm going to have to test this again later. That is weird. You go in the pits and it all goes Pete Tom. Sorry, I'm having a drink there. Never has this happened before. This is like what happened last night. With the Nations Cup and that Canadian tyre. A similar thing, wasn't it, really? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. They're all coming out now. What does this mean? Who is leading this race? Who knows? Oh my giddy god. Oh, I thought he was going back in the pits then. So I'm guessing it must be the number 26. Kayak must be leading this race. There you go. Hey, back to normal. Woohoo! Thank God for that. Vettel, you are back in the lead, my son, on lap 24. Yeah. But Bottas is in second. Very close second now, actually. Leclerc is in third. And Hamilton in fourth. And we have... there is Verstappen in fifth place. There is Sainz in 8th place. George Russell and that are out in front. So we are counting down the laps to a Ferrari finish for a first place of the season for them. It will be absolutely brilliant for Ferrari and Vettel. It will give them a boost for next week in Holland. Brilliant racing from Vettel, been in the lead the whole way. Went for a meeting in the pit stop with other drivers. Apparently he had an itchy back, so they had to stop and all have a go at itching his back for him. That's why they were in a long time in the pit stop apparently. So, but back to normal now after the itchy back incident of Shanghai. Things are back to normal here in China, but the itchy back scenario will go down in memory. Lovely, lovely driving from Vettel as we start lap 25 of 26. We've had the pit stops necessary. Race is on now. This is the only chance Bottas, Leclerc and Hamilton are going to get hitting that first place spot. Bottas is 1-3-2 in front. It's doable. Bottas can overtake him. And I guess there's a possibility that it could happen, but if Vettel keeps up this great work, there will be no issue of a first place finish for the German in the Italian car. Bottas behind in second, Leclerc in third, getting chased down by Hamilton there. They think they had to go to the tyre truck. Oh, okay, is that what you heard? Oh, okay. I heard it was the itchy back episode, but you know, rumours in pit lane, you know what they're like. God knows what went on. They're all happy now though. They're back out on the grid. And that will be a story to tell their grandkids, I'm sure. As Vettel comes towards that back stretch of the track to start lap 26 very, very shortly. He will be very excited to see that white flag, I'm sure. Let's hope he doesn't have any stupid thoughts of going into the pits. It'll be very, very silly. Albon is out of the race, as you can see. Brian Pierce is giving a big laugh out loud for the inchy back episode of Shanghai 2020. Lots of things have happened in China this year. What will be remembered, the biggest thing that will be remembered from China is the itchy back episode. Nothing else has been going on in China this year. As we know, China is a very quiet country, keeps himself to himself, and doesn't have any issues with diplomatic tensions at all. Very, very nice country. Very clean as well. Very cleanliness is their optimum thing in life as Vettel starts at 26. Will we have the Ferrari in third? Because Hamilton is chasing down that Leclerc car. He is looking to make a move, but I don't think he's going to have enough in him to get to him. There's a big distance on the time there. I don't think Hamilton's got enough in him to overtake that Ferrari. We'll leave Latifi now, went a bit too far. There is back with Vettel in first place. We're going to watch him win this race now as we come around for the final last turns of Shanghai. It's been a lovely track to race on. The guys have done very, very well. Very fast racing, very, very fast cornering. A few cars have gone off track, but nothing major. No cautions tonight, which has been brilliant. I'm so happy and impressed with that. As you know, if you watch my last two live streams, we've had a lot of cautions recently. So very happy with that. Let's hope Iowa stays the same tomorrow. We don't want no cautions there, but it is a small track for NASCAR driving, so it will be interesting. Piston Cup tomorrow night, 9:30 PM here live on Just Liam, as Vettel now starts that last back straight of Shanghai. As he comes, oh, that was close. He nearly got taken out then by a back marker. That could have been all curtains closed for Vettel. Stage off. See you later, but he managed to squeeze past on the inside, and looks like he is going on to take the checkered flag for himself and Ferrari, putting points on the board for himself and the Constructors' Championship. Vettel wins round 4 of the Formula 1 World Championship of the Formula 1 World Championship Season 1. Sorry, I just read what Brian says. 9 PM, sorry, 9 PM for the Piston Cup UK time, not 9:30. Please accept my apologies. It's 9 PM. Let's go to the official results of the race. Complete. Vettel leads. Bottas in second, Leclerc in third place. Fantastic. 25 points for Vettel, 18 for Bottas, 15 for Leclerc. Points table will be updated this evening, and it will be put up on the website as soon as possible. Albon coming last with a tyre issue, the only car not to finish the race, unfortunately. Raikkonen comes in 8th, so from top 10 down we have Stroll in 10th, Kvyat in 9th, Raikkonen in 8th place. We have Perez in 7th, Sainz in 6th, Verstappen in 5th, Hamilton in 4th, Leclerc in 3rd, Bottas in 2nd, and Vettel in 1st. Thank you, Brian, for watching. Thank you for sticking by me through the good and bad of these live streams. I do appreciate it, and the guy for popping by and saying hello. For anyone else that has stopped and watched the race, stay well, Brian, yourself, and see you tomorrow night. I shall catch up with the other videos when I get back on Discord later on. Don't forget, points table will be updated after this race. Thank you all for watching. I do appreciate it. It's been a fantastic race tonight, fantastic 4th round. On to Holland next week. Thanks for watching, guys.